I'll be reading snippets from Chapter 2, Beyond Expectations, from the book The Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Juster, first published in 1961. What kind of a place is expectations? Inquired Milo. Expectations is the place you must always go to before you get to where you're going. Of course, some people never go beyond expectations, but my job is to hurry them along whether they like it or not. I think I can find my own way, said Milo, not at all sure that he could. Splendid, 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 exclaimed the weatherman. Whether or not you find your own way, you're bound to find some way. If you happen to find my way, please return it, as it was lost years ago. I'm glad you made your own decision. I do so hate to make up my mind about anything, whether it's good or bad, up or down, or in or out, rain or shine. Expect everything, I always say. And the unexpected never happens. Now please drive carefully. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Milo was glad to be on his way again. It's all very well to spend time in expectations, he thought, but talking to that strange weatherman all day would certainly get me nowhere. Milo went to the right. Mile after mile after mile he drove, and now gradually the car went slower and slower until it was hardly moving at all. It looks as though I'm getting nowhere, yawned Milo, becoming very drowsy and dull. I wonder where I am, said Milo in a very worried tone. You are in the doldrums, wailed the voice that sounded very far away. He looked around quickly to see who had spoken. No one was there, and there was as quiet and still as one can imagine. Yes, the doldrums, yawned another voice, but still he saw no one. What are the doldrums? He cried loudly, and tried very hard to see who would answer this time. The doldrums, my young friend, are when nothing ever happens and nothing ever changes. This time the voice came from so close that Milo jumped with surprise, for sitting on his right shoulder so lightly that he hardly noticed was a small creature exactly the color of his shirt. Allow me to introduce all of us, the creature went on. We are the Latagarians at your service. Milo looked around and for the first time noticed dozens of them, sitting on the car, standing in the road, and lying all over the trees and bushes. They were very difficult to see because whatever they happened to be sitting on or near was exactly the color they happened to be. Each one looked very much like the other, except for the color, of course, and some looked even more like each other than they did like themselves. I'm very pleased to meet you, said Milo. I'm not sure whether or not he was pleased at all. I think I'm lost. Can you help me, please? Don't say think, said one sitting on his shoe, for the one on his shoulder had fallen asleep. It's against the law. And he yawned and fell off to sleep too. No one's allowed to think in the doldrums, continued a third, beginning to doze off, and as each one spoke, he fell off to sleep, and another picked up the conversation with hardly any interruption. Don't you have a rule book? It's Local Ordinance 175389J. Milo quickly pulled the rule book from his pocket, opened to the page, and read, Ordinance 175389J. It shall be unlawful, illegal, and unethical to think of thinking, surmise, presume, reason, meditate, or speculate while in the doldrums. Anyone breaking this law shall be severely punished. That's a ridiculous law, said Milo, quite indignantly. Everybody thinks. We don't, shouted the Lactagarians all at once. And most of the time you don't, said the yellow one sitting on a daffodil. And that's why you're here. You weren't thinking, and you weren't paying attention either. People who don't pay attention often get stuck in the doldrums.